I have three passions in life, and ranking number three on my priorities is my love for music from 100 years ago during the time of Prohibition in the 1920s. Jazz, swing, blues, big band, oh, so good. Makes my heart melt. And ranking number two on my list is my passion for figuring out the great secrets and the great insights to life. No matter how humble our backgrounds are, what can we do to improve our own situations by improving our own thinking? What kind of thinking is helpful at driving us forward? And what kind of thinking is not helpful and counterproductive and drags everybody down? And ranking number one on my list, my greatest passion in life, is to share the secrets, the insights, and the wisdom on life with others. Learn together, grow together, and helping those who are helping themselves, to me, is the greatest feeling in the whole world. I was born in 1969 in mainland China, Beijing, the capital city. And in 1988, when I graduated from high school, I left for Sydney, Australia. Stranger in a strange land. And all I wanted was to become a member of the society, the new world, the world that's new to me. I didn't want to be a perpetual outsider or a perpetual visitor, and I certainly did not want to be a burden to society. So the way I want to do it was to become a professional, and in particular, a technology professional. So with great effort, lots and lots of hard work, I got myself a bachelor's degree in computer science from one of the top universities in Australia, the University of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia. And upon graduation, I became a computer engineer. And then later on, thanks to my hard work, I started my own technology consulting business. I was getting clients and working as an independent tech expert on my own. And that was my first business. And later on, I had many other businesses, both in and out of the tech industry, and both in the US and in Australia. And in July 2000, I came to the US with an American green card on my Australian kangaroo passport. 9 years later, I became a US citizen on St. Patrick's Day, 2009. And when I started as a computer engineer, fresh out of university, I was the biggest computer nerd I have ever met. I didn't know anything about effective communication, persuasion, presentation, negotiation. I didn't even know those things existed. And my messages, my communications, they were so ineffective. I was an expert at rubbing people the wrong way. And quite often, the result of my communications were the opposite of what I intended them to be. But I was smart enough to realize that, number one, this is something that I lacked. And number two, this is a skill just like any other skill that can be learned. And number three, learning was what I had to do. So learning was what I did. And I did three things with my learning. Number one, I read. Number two, I asked. And number three, I experimented. I read a massive amount on this area, these related subjects. Not everything was good. Some of them were no good. Some of them sounded good on paper, but didn't work out in reality. But some of them were really good and really insightful. And I asked plenty of people who are wiser than me for help, for insights, for advice. Not everybody was willing to help me. Some people brushed me off. Some people told me things that were really just superficial. They were just being polite. But some people told me the real juicy, helpful stuff. And I took them to my heart, and I learned them. And I cannot be thankful enough to those people who were gracious enough to help me. And then the third thing was I experimented in real life, in business situations, in real life business negotiations and communications, and so on and so forth. And just like any scientific experiments, some of them work out, some of them prove your theory right, some of them prove your theory wrong, some of them will blow up in your face. So I did all of those, and next thing I knew, I was pretty good. I became pretty effective at communication, presentation, negotiation, at business environments, and my business was running smoothly. And that's when I switched my passion to help other technology experts at learning these soft skills: communication, persuasion, presentation, negotiation, to help them to improve their skills in this area so they can advance their career. I really understood the way they think because I was one of them. And I knew what they needed to know. And I also understood their unique learning style very well. And now I am helping not just technology professionals, but folks from all walks of life. Isn't it funny how life works out? In the beginning, all I wanted was to help myself to overcome my lacking of understanding, my lacking of skills in this area. So I wanted to obtain the skills to help myself. And now I am giving back what I learned from books, from people, from experiments. I'm giving back to the other professionals, and I'm giving back to society at large.